I've just finished reading The Apex Agenda by Tracy Todd, and this is what I thought of it. So it follows Cam and Liddy in a near dystopian future where your gender is not confirmed until you go through puberty. There's really strict laws about conforming to your allocated identity, and anyone who doesn't is taken away to be reformed, or for those who remain genderless, they become known as golems, and they are taken to a centre where they're sent to live with other people that are the same as them and are used as support staff, basically, but they have to stay away from the normal people. So Liddy has always seen herself as female, and it comes as a massive shock to her when she goes through the change to find out that her allocated gender is male. And so she refuses to conform, and she's told that she's going to be sent to this reformation centre. Cam, on the other hand, is undergoing tests to find out why, even though she's almost 16, she's not gone through the change yet. And it turns out that she started, but then it's stalled, and they don't know why. So they're coming to take her away to live in this centre. This is the Diversity Commission who are dictating these laws. They kind of rule the landscape. So they run away, and together they are picked up by the League, who offer them a safe haven full of people like themselves where they can be safe. But is the League what it seems, or do they have a nefarious agenda? So the world is filled with vibrant, rich characters. They all feel very alive, very relatable. You're immediately drawn into the dynamic between Liddy and Cam, whose friendship kind of forms the main baseline of the plot. The author has very accurately portrayed teenage friendships in this, how quickly they can change, but also how they kind of go through these mistakes and they learn and grow from those mistakes, and the friendship grows. Each character has got completely unique individual personalities, full of emotion, full of quirks. It makes them very, very real, makes them very relatable. But she also isn't afraid to kind of highlight the darker aspects of friendship, how quickly they can become toxic, how one of them is perhaps more dominant than the other, and how jealousy, insecurity, misunderstandings, teenagedom can alter the trajectory of even the closest of connections. The tension between Cam and Liddy as they go through these kind of challenges is really well done, and it makes a really great change to have a novel centered around teenagers, to see that everything's not always perfect, and to see them work together through their problems. There's a very, very in-depth look at gender and identity. Todd delves really deep into questions surrounding gender, identity, self-perception, societal expectations, and it's all done in a way that it feels very relevant to today, to current society. It makes you question your place in relation to the world around you and how we navigate through this ever-changing social landscape. It did start off slower than expected. There's a lot of time spent on character and world building, but it is very important to the context of the story and to the unfolding plot. By the halfway point, though, we do start to speed along fairly quickly to the conclusion of the novel, and has a great setup for a second book. The writing was phenomenal. It was evocative, it was emotional, it draws you in to the story, it makes the characters feel real, and has you cheerleading for them to find what they're looking for. definitely a novel that keeps you thinking about it long after you finished it, and I rated it 4 stars.